Hello, and welcome back to Ratropolis. It's the scientist today. Definitely forgot that one. And we're on the forest. Hey, how you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Holding up. Me? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there, you know. It's Friday today. It's the first day it's the first day in like 2 weeks that I'm actually taking Friday off from streaming because I've had something, ooh, nice, blessing. I've had something come up every week, but like in the last 2 weeks since I decided to start taking Fridays off to record and just to like have a day off from streaming in general. Something has come up every day though that's like, well, so last week there was a storm that was real bad on Tuesday, and then I was like, well, I already had to take off Tuesday, so I'm not gonna take off 2 days this week. But today I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get into my schedule because I'm trying to shift the schedule. I'm trying to do Monday through Thursday of streaming a specific game. It was Hades up until Hades is coming to a close right now, and we're going to play something else. Take the house here, and then Saturday, Sunday I play Slay the Spire because that's what most people watching me found me through. Although that statement isn't really true much anymore, because a lot of you guys who watch these videos have been coming over. I gotta tell you, I've been getting more followers lately on the stream in the time that I'm offline than in the time that I'm online, which, like, yo, thank you. It really, like, when shit like that happens and someone comes over and is like, hey, I've been watching the YouTube and I wanted to come over and talk about it, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. It feels very good. I'm gonna take this livestock because I drug my feet on starting the YouTube because I was like, oh, well, who's even gonna want to watch that? And it was a whole, what would I even do? Why would I even bother? You know, things like that. Whatever I wanted to tell myself. So to have you guys coming over and dropping Prime subs and being like, hey, watch the YouTube. Let's talk about Ratropolis. It makes my night. So thanks for that. And thanks for watching these videos. But I won't get into it. You know, I have a history of getting into it, so to speak. But no, it's good to fix up my schedule. Finally get settled into it properly. And I had the idea of like, well, if I'm gonna take off Friday, I should take off from recording too. But then, like, maybe I should just get all my recording set ahead of time and then take the day off entirely. But at the end of the day, I really like making these videos. Like, sitting down and recording this is not something that feels like anything to me. It's great. It's enjoyable. What's not enjoyable is this choice. Ooh, buddy. That's not great. I think I will go with so random skill card. What is the worst possible thing that this could hit? Oh, let me think about it for a second. Let me picture all of the skills in my mind. Open up my inner eye and think of some bad skills. Things that would be real bad would be things that are like really expensive with low impact. Something like a labor command. The worst military card. I think there's like 3 bad military cards from this, so I think I will take the military. Oh, that's a really good military card. I've been leaning towards that lately, where offered that choice, I take military cards sometimes. Like in the circumstance where you're forced to take a card in that, I like taking military because what's bad? Militia, guard, and exiled are bad. Everything else is going to be either a lateral upgrade or a direct upgrade. A lateral upgrade meaning you're going to get something like Bandit or Pike Rat that really doesn't do much. Or sometimes you're going to get something real cool, which is why I've been going with that lately. Although that choice doesn't come up too often, to be fair. But that's my thoughts when you're forced to choose. Like, skill card is also similarly okay. I should probably redraw. Yeah. Similarly okay, this skill card, but I like going for the military card there. It's a little more... I think the skill cards have less cards that are going to be bad. I don't think there are many. Take the building. Apartment. Yo, these are some real good random events. Not many of the skills feel like they're going to be really, really bad, but not many of the skills feel like they're going to be game-changingly good either. Like, what would be game-changing there? Maybe breed, maybe Maybe blessing? I don't know. I'm not gonna buy anything here. But no, I was thinking about it just before starting up this recording. It's about 9 p.m. I would imagine. I could look, but why would I do that? I'm busy playing livestock. But I haven't not recorded Ratropolis in like I can't think of the last time that I went a full day without recording Ratropolis. 2 a day, it does like since I've amped it up to 2 a day, I'm just kind of like, well, there's never a time where it's like, oh, well, this is too much. I'm recording too much of this game. Because I don't like to sit down and record for big sessions. I like to record like an episode or 2 at a time. And so doing an episode or 2 at a time and also doing 2 episodes a day means that I'm probably recording about 2 episodes a day and I'm probably uploading about 2 episodes a day. And then on top of that, I'm going to probably record a little Stone Shard a little later tonight just because I want to get a bit of a backlog going with that. I have 2 episodes in the pipeline. Stone Shard will be back today, actually. Depending on when you're watching this, Stone Shard may already be uploaded. I wasn't behind. I had the videos recorded to go up when they were meant to go up, and then the patch hit, and I went, well, you know what? I'm just gonna put this on hiatus for until Saturday, and then we're gonna go back at it. Because the current campaign of Stone Shard does not continue. I lost my save file, which is not that big of a deal. I didn't feel too bad about it. On top of that, I've got the only other thing I'm gonna do for YouTube is probably do a little Duckling Rider just ruined that wave. Wow. Probably work a little more on the intro to Hades video that I'm working on. When that's done and out, I will then consider on if we're going to do Hades on the YouTube. If you have an opinion on that, feel free to let me know. But I'm probably just going to take the market here. To think about that one for a second. Between the market and the house, I think it's a really close choice considering I only have 4 population available right now. But with nourishment would have been a bad skill to get. It's hard to think of the bad skills because they're so bad, I just forget about them. I'll see how the general interest is around that video after I release it. You know, that's where that'll be what I'll do most likely. But if you want to throw me your opinion, hell yeah, dude. If you haven't seen any Hades, you don't want to see Hades, you are trying to save yourself and stay spoiler free, understandable. Like I said, I probably won't. If I do it, I probably will be just jumping right in at high heat. I'm not gonna go through the story again, because going through the story, I mean, shit, it took me like 80-something hours, I think, and we're still not entirely done. And grinding out all of the unlocks takes a while. No, I've been feeling good lately. It's nice. I think that I've pulled back the schedule to 6 days a week in the past, but in the past I was also streaming more hours. I was streaming 6 hours. I stream 5 hours a night now, and that's the last hour is like the hour that I used to spend streaming, I spend now. Yo, Tan, don't mind if I do. I now spend that hour that I would have spent streaming on YouTube. I record Ratropolis, or if I've already recorded everything, I set the videos to upload. Because when I was perusing through all of the like introduction, hey, here's what, holy shit, I got 18 card hoard from that. 18 card hoard from that one wave. Wow. Alright, that's a lot of card hoard. One of the most common tips I saw though in all the videos that were like, hey, starting out your stream, don't make these mistakes sort of videos, you know, the stream coach stuff. The most common one that I see is spend time on platforms other than Twitch, because Twitch is bad for discoverability. Although they did change that recently in a sense. They made it so that Twitch categories by default now sort by a selection called recommended for you. Which, Crusader. Oh, Crusader. Yeah. We win, right? I don't think we win. We have Crusader. So for the next 18 redraws, I just draw 6 cards, huh? That's pretty good. I don't... And I can throw in a keep here and there. Get a little extra. I don't see any way that this one falls apart. I have Crusader and I have Trainer, which means that my Crusader is a thick boy, if you will. Market. I'm gonna take Walls. Ooh, but Apartment, but also Breed. Now, I'm running the numbers in my mind here for Apartment versus Breed, right? I'm gonna probably get more value out of Breed than I am Apartment for population. But this is up front. Do I need my population right now? No, I don't think so. Therefore, we're taking Breed. I will go back through that decision a little slower here now, and walk you through it a little bit more, not nonsensically. Right now, we're safe. We are very strong currently, so I don't feel like I need the upfront population boost of the Apartment. And over the course of this run, Breed will come out to be a lot more population. Somewhere in the range of... I mean, why would I not steal here? This is the question I have to ask myself. Is there any reason not to? I mean, there's no reason not to, but there also doesn't really feel like a reason to steal. Look, if I lose this run because I didn't take that steal, it's fine. This is the first run of the day. I'm not mad. You see, I talked about this before. This is how it goes. First run of the night, I don't have anything to be mad about. I can just pass up on steal. Who cares? If I lose this run now because of that decision, then I go, oh, well, now we don't do anything fun ever again, and we just, we play Steal Infinite whenever it's offered to me. But, no, I don't feel like it, basically. It's partially because people often, I hear complaints about, not often, but every now and then someone will be like, hey, you take steal a lot. And I go, yeah, you're not wrong. But also it's like, I want these episodes to feel at least a little different, right? We would be at risk of just having every run be, oh, well, here I go stealing again. But the only reason I could even offer as to why not is because of livestock. But it's like, you could just not play it, you know? If you're in that situation and you're wondering if it's right to take steal, yeah, it is. That card's pretty good there. Ooh, an arm. That was emergency. My brain for a minute there was like, this is festival. That was not festival, that was emergency. Anyway, as I was saying, the big one that they tell you in those stream tip videos is to spend some time on other platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever one makes the most sense for what you're doing. And for me, I think it's YouTube, but also I feel all these videos, and I'm not like, I don't swear by these. I'm not like, I must follow this down to the letter or else or anything like that. But they're like, yeah, you want to diversify yourself on 3 different platforms, so like Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc., etc. I only have 2 right now. I have like 2 and 1/10. I have a Twitter, but I hate Twitter. I can't. I don't know what it is, but I cannot bring myself to use Twitter with any sort of consistency. I mean, I do know what it is. I struggle with Twitter because I can't. I'm not good at just like, hey, you out there, my opinion is this, and then I just tweet out my opinion. I'm like, because every time I start to do it, I'm like, who fucking cares what I think? I don't care what I think about this. But then the other option is to use it for networking and like meeting other streamers and such, but that's hard to do because I feel like Twitter has bad discoverability for that sort of a thing. It just keeps recommending me to follow Ninja, and I'm like, no, I don't want to follow Ninja. Stop recommending this to me, please. I don't play, presumably he's playing Valorant right now, but I don't know, because he's on a different platform now. Anyway. This run's going good. I haven't really talked too much about it, but this is the thing I've been noticing anyway, the transition into a bit more of off-topic commentary in these videos than usual. This run has been one for, I don't think that I lose this run. I don't think there's anything that can possibly happen to me that loses this run from this position. Because what are the key aspects here that you need to look out for that are... So, I mean, just look at it. I have population handled. I don't have access to my cards, right? I do not have... Also, did you... That tan that I picked up on wave 8 lasted me until now. Holy moly. I don't have card access. However, what I do have is a really, really survivable army for these next few waves. I have infinite population. Well, theoretically infinite population. I have enough population. Take the smithy here. I don't love smithy, but I don't hate it. I have a card earning me a decent amount of money alongside the restaurant, right? And the barn. And also my army and like all of these cards that I'm playing are pretty cheap. And livestock generates 120 gold every 20 seconds thanks to the restaurant. A little more if I mine it back. Plus breed only cost me 50 something. Right, we got good taxes because of all the housing. There's this run, and our army's very survivable. We have Assistant giving my Guardian plus 25% HP, and he's got Crusader, meaning he has damage reduction. And on top of that, I have Banner Rat, making our guards do more damage. This is a run that is... Plus these militia are doing good damage as well. These militia are kind of getting in there and tearing it up. Yeah, they can come back and threaten the city. We're in a strong position. I don't fear Purificate here. I think that event's called the Plague event, but I call it the Purificate event. Hopefully you know what I mean. I call it the Purificate event because the card you get is called Purificate if you take the cards. Also, that's an event that when I first encountered it, I went, oh yeah, I actually never took the other option. I always took they will come back, or no, I always took the cards, and I was just like, well, I'll just remove them. Who cares? And the thing is, I usually was able to remove them because I like super highly prioritized Monastery. And I always had a Monastery ready to go, and those cards were gone within 3 waves. Did I need to take Immigration here? Probably not, but it's fine. I really don't believe that this run is going to end in anything other than a pretty easy victory. It's possible that I lose, right? Because if I get thrown on the back foot by anything going wrong, I could lose very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So on the forest, by the way, this is I'll give you a little bit of a little easy tip here. Just something for your counting, so you don't actually have to do any counting in the forest. If you're keeping track of how many walls until you hit the staging arena event or whatever it's called, the event that makes you lose all gold, lose 10 population, or lose 5 seconds on wave time. On the right side on the forest, oh, I put the wall down and the little plague rats reached it. I am sorry for this horrible noise. The worst noise in the game. On the right side, this sign, the danger sign that's right here is at the 3rd wall, so the wall after this will be the one that causes you to have to take that event, lose all gold, etc., etc. On the right side, or on the left side, the sign is the wall that causes the event to trigger. Very, very important distinction to make sure that you have. Spend the upgrade here for +2 population. Oh, this is +3 population if I upgrade it. Oh, also the cost of this card doesn't go up. That's interesting. I think I will. I'm upgrading for 3 population. That's fine. Do you get more if you upgrade this first? You shouldn't, right? You get 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or you get 4, 3, 2... Oh, wait a minute. You might actually. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one a little more. Now, okay, you know, I did speak a little too soon. I forgot what map we're on. It is possible that I lose this because of this right here, right? Always possible to lose on the forest when you have all of your DPS through guards, right? Because this shit can happen. And this shit causes trouble. Especially considering all of our units are... yeah, we just gotta move back. These guys are just gonna die. That's too bad. I don't need to tell you that I don't like that, but I don't like that. Turns out I should have taken steel, because I forgot that this is the forest. So, what is happening over here? Are they winning? Are they winning? I can't see, it's too dark. They're winning. Wait, what the fuck? They're winning. Wait, they killed them. What is happening? Wait, they're actually killing them. What? I did not expect this outcome. They... Alright. Sure, they did it. I guess they won. Wow, I don't know what to say about that. That is... I've never seen that before. Alright. Cool. I think I don't want to drop 500 gold on this here. 2 watchtowers seems fine. It's not insane, but it's alright. Huh. Get raise tax right after taking the event that lowers my tax by 5. Yeah. And we don't want to take any more walls right now. Library, yeah. Do want that. And my militia, the plague rats spawned in between. What is this? what is this? And also their attacks are healing my units? Because they're doing such a small amount of damage, it's considered a heal? You know, this one's very very interesting. Some of my guardians are just not taking any damage, it looks like, which is good for sure. But I think that that's just a temporary thing. I think they will start taking damage here now that the enemies are doing more damage. I think that was just they were taking 0 and it was coming up as a green number. I think. Yeah, they're still taking damage, but not much. What we got 10 guards, 8 banners. We got 9 guards, 4 banners. I'm thinking we remove livestock so that we draw all 6 cards every time, and then we just raise tax up there, right? I think we got this. So what, 1 and 3 that I hit raise tax here? Even if I don't, it's okay. Because we'll have enough money here, right? I think so. I should be playing military units out, but I need to get these raised taxes out there. Because it's a snowball effect with raise tax, right? You get the first one to cash you in at 999 gold, and then from there you make all the money you need, right? Because now I have enough money to continuously redraw and such. And look at that, we did it without steel. I did it by just having a lot of money. Look at my top bar here. Oh man. Imagine cracking an altar here. All of this cashes in all at once. I'm gonna keep the breeds up. I didn't take the redraw time because at the time I was offered it I did not have what didn't I have? I didn't have raise tax, so I didn't have the money to redraw fast. Take focus fire, we could really go in here. Nah, I'll take leader level up. I haven't been using my leader ability as much as I usually would in these runs, however, it's fine. I definitely need less herbs, but regardless, excuse me, at a, what did I have? I had a donut right before this. Just a simple glazed donut. Really like the highest tier, in my opinion, of donut. No. Highest tier is Boston cream, my bad. Definitely the best donut. Sorry, I got distracted from whatever I was saying by my thoughts of donuts. I don't eat that many donuts, to be fair, but like I don't dislike them, because how could you? It's literally just fried dough covered in like sugar or something similarly sweet. Can't believe there's militia. There's militia not only still alive on this side, but the militia like started a fucking guerrilla movement against the enemy on the right side. The militia hit him with a fucking... We'll skirmish with the enemies out front while you guys at the wall take them in the back and finish them off sort of move. And then we want... If we do a worthwhile sacrifice for progress, we land back at 20 more Oh my god, what a great building to get to. It was library, if you did not see. We'll get extra population from this now. Look at that. I know how to finagle my events. How incredible. Not that it matters, but you know. 6, 16, 10. Oh, there are 6 militia alive on either side. 6, 16, 10. Okay. But no, I've been very. It's been less of a serious. Serious? I've been less Ratropolis focused in some of these videos because on runs like this I feel like it makes sense because what am I going to tell you here? What is there to say? I literally am just playing out all of my cards. The path here was pretty straightforward. I think it was anyway. I don't think I made any interesting choices on this run. Let me think about it. I mean, one thing that I should definitely shout out is that single usage of tan that generated me so many, like, it generated me a lot, right? That was good. I don't know. Not much, really, that happened, though. We got a heal card, we got a, economy plan, we got our population through breed, we got a, Crusader is what happened to this run, really. Crusader is really strong. 225 HP, thick boy. Protecting our guards and our banners. 14, 12, 16, 10. Okay, so we want to... It doesn't really matter, right? We're gonna cap out our army. The thing is, the reason that these guys are not getting strung out so much is because the archers are dying too fast. Right. What happens is your units will get strung out and they'll just keep walking like this. Like if those archers, if the melee units had to kill those archers, that's when your units start to get, the AI starts to get confused. But since our guards are just evaporating the archers before our melee units get out there, it stops the snowball from happening. Because the way it happens is they go out, they attack that archer, then the next melee unit walks up and hits your melee units, and then all your melee units aggro on the guy who attacked a friendly. Because as soon as, for the way that melee AI works out, essentially, talk about this a little bit since I feel like I kind of understand it at this point with all of the time I've spent watching them. Melee units are very simple. If an enemy walks up within within their attack range, they will attack back. That's step 1. They'll always attack an enemy that's within their attack range. Step 2 is a bomb in here. If a friendly unit or wall gets attacked by, say, a ranger that's out of range, they will aggro onto that ranger. Other than that, they just stand here. So that's when you run into, there's 2 things you can note from that, right? As soon as they get a hit here, they all turn and they run out there to fight, right? That's how your units end up just continuously walking forward with nothing you can really do about it. As you can see here, they're just gonna keep walking out, and they're just gonna keep walking out. And then, like, if I put a unit down, oh, a friendly melee unit a friendly unit has been hit, I must attack. Now, the flip side of this is, of course, on the coast a few episodes ago, or it may have been even more than a few episodes ago, but on the past in the coast, we've had a run where I'm not going to put any more melee down because they're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit here and run out one by one. We wait now, we let this reset. All of these units will die, but that's fine. Or, because these guardians are so tanky, maybe they won't. But the flip side to this is, if you remember, a few episodes ago, my army got caught, right? I had all melee units all sitting on the middle here, and crab throwers spawned, and the crab throwers just kept throwing crabs, as they are wont to do. And since the crab throwers never actually did any damage to any friendly units, the melee units never aggroed on them since they were out of their range, they just sat there and continuously killed the crabs. that's why that happens, pretty much. Melee AI, they're very dumb, but it's okay because I love my big, thick boys anyway, even if they are very, very thick, very, very dense in the cranial region. It's okay, they're rats, what do you expect? And, you know, I tell you this information, but like, what are you supposed to do with it? Nothing. You can't really stop your melee units from being dumb. What you can do is you can understand why it happens, and you can recognize things like, oh, well, on the coast, or on this map, for example, since the enemies spawn in, like, packs, essentially, your units are more susceptible to just walking straight out like they like to do, and stringing themselves along like they have done on this map already. Especially on the later waves of the forest, where waves start to blur together, that's when it really gets to be bad. On the desert it's less of a problem because there's less units, right? The entire wave typically just runs up all at once. But this is why another good reason that Arbalist and Musketeer are very strong on this map is because of that problem with unit AI. I can stop playing Breed. I think we have enough to get to population cap here. But Arbalists will, since they have the range from this position, they'll hit the enemies that are getting your melee unit stuck. Similar thing for Musketeer, and Treasure Hunter is good because Treasure Hunter has melee AI. Treasure Hunter, despite having a ranged attack, does act like a melee unit and will just walk out with your melee units if a friendly one gets attacked from out of range. There you go. You know, I do go off topic a lot in these videos, but I also, when something like this happens and I am like, yeah, I can talk about this, I can explain this and why it goes on. I think there's some information to be gleaned from these videos as well. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, even if all of my melee units were killed off, these guards, like a 20 stack of banner rats plus a like 25 stack of guards is going to eviscerate anything that comes anywhere even remotely close to it. Moving back because I have no idea. It's 50-50, I'm pretty sure, on if this is the owl or the frog, or sorry, the big snake. It is the big snake. It's fine. Big snake, he's not very scary. Most of the wave 30 bosses I think are not that scary, to be honest with you. Snakes, you know, I actually have no idea what his poison does, so that's why I'm not very afraid of him. But anyway, hey, look at that, a nice easy peasy standard run. One from wave 10. Honestly, like, this one was over at wave 10. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.